everybody and welcome back to another Blame the Dice Wargaming hobby tip video. And today guys, what we're going to be looking at, how to make green stuff tubes. And it's so easy in regards to making them with a really awesome tool. Now the tool we're going to be using is this thing, here, from Greenstuff World. This is a Greenstuff World roll maker. There are other brands available. This is the one that I have. They also do, this is the large one. They do a smaller one as well if you want really thin tubes and stuff. But first and foremost, we're going to look at this tool. So what is it? Essentially what you get is a stack of different plates with different gradients to it. Let's try and find some of the small ones. There we go. There's a small one there. So you can create tubes. Now, the way this works is you have these two side parts here. We're going to do it on the bigger one here just so it's easy to show you. You have these two side bits here, and what you end up doing with this is you put the side plates here in the corresponding holes. We're going to do it this way. And then you put the other one like that. And then you put your green stuff in the middle of it, and you put the other one on top, and you simply just slide it backwards and forwards like that, and it makes a tube. And I'll show you how to do that first and foremost. So what you're going to do is you're going to get a little blob of green stuff that you've pre-mixed. Please make sure it's all uniform, so there's no red bits, there's no yellow bits, or there's no blue bits in it. And what you want to do is you probably want about half of this, and what you want to do is you want to roll it into a long sausage shape first of all. So we're going to roll it like that. If your green stuff's nice and cold like mine is, it does take a little bit more effort. So we're going to have a long sausage shape like this. Then we're going to take our plate, and one thing that you don't want to do is you don't want your green stuff sticking to this. So what's the golden rule, guys? The golden rule is always lube your tool with a bit of water. So we're going to put some water on there, we're going to give it a rub, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put this here like this. Now green stuff was originally designed as a plumber's putty, so it'll handle water absolutely no problem whatsoever. It was designed to stop leaks and stuff like that, but they stopped using it for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. But anyway, so what you want to do, you want to get your other plate and you want to pop it down on top like this. You want to make sure that it's actually in the runners, and then what you want to do, you want to simply just roll it backwards and forwards like that. And then in a second, hey presto, look at that, beautiful cable or beautiful piece of guts. And what you can even do with it, you can even like stretch it out a little bit to make it a little bit longer. You can then coil it, wrap it, and do all sorts, and you've got instant guts or instant cabling. One of the things that you can also do as well, you can actually mix and match the plates. So let's find a really thin one and mix it with a really thick one. Where's it gone? There it is. There's a really thin one. So what we'll do, we'll just smoosh this back up again. We'll smoosh it back up, and we'll roll it out into another long sausage shape. And we'll plop it back in there, make sure it's nice and wet, and then we'll put this other plate in there, and we'll roll it backwards and forwards. And oh, you see, now, here's one of the things that can go wrong with it. Sometimes if you press a little bit too hard, it can get caught up on the plate, and you end up with a really smooshed thing like that, and it just looks awful. So, it's not a problem. All we've got to do is just consolidate the green stuff into one solid piece again. That probably happened because there was no water on this top plate here. Mistakes happen, guys. It's all part of the process. It's all part of the hobby. Let's just roll this down. See, the green stuff's cooling down with the water, so it's getting a little bit harder to roll. There we go, let's just roll that out again, and we'll try it again, guys. You know, don't be afraid to have a play with something like this. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. We all make mistakes, guys. So there we go, we're going to, I think it's because I'm holding the sides. There we go. We're going to roll that backwards and forwards. It's because I'm used to the small one, you see, the small one, the sides, because I've used it for so long, you've got to really hold the sides in. There we go. That's brought it out absolutely perfect. As you can see, we've got several different types of gradient in there. We've got some thick bits, we've got some thin bits. It's really cool, and it makes really interesting looking cables and mechadendrites for your Adeptus Mechanicus or your demons or whatever. Another thing that you can do, I'm just going to dry that off on my pant leg. Let's just consolidate this piece of green stuff once again. You can also do it crossways. So we're going to put the plate like this, and then we're going to have it going down and across at the same time. So we're just going to roll this back up. It's a really fun tool, guys. I've spent literal hours of my life making green stuff tubes and green stuff bits like that. So what we'll do is we'll put that in there like that, and then we'll put that down, make sure it's the right way that we want it to go, and then we'll just start rolling it backwards and forwards. And as you can see, we've got like a segmented kind of thing now. You could use that as like a tentacle, you could cut it out, and it gives you that kind of like segmentation that like fragmentation grenades have. It's really cool. Again, we can pull that apart and make it look a little bit more interesting. You can even go diagonally, guys, but I'm not going to show that for you. So guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe if it's the first time you're seeing this video. It helps the channel. And anyway, guys, I'm going to leave that be. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys again. Thank you now, and goodbye.